Well, good morning, everybody. Well, this is the morning after our very first camp out of the season. Did a good dinner last night, and the weather is finally getting cold. But a number of questions have come our way about these stoves that we use in hot tents. And this particular stove is a 3W titanium type stove from Lux Tents. I've had it for 3 years now, and it works quite well. The only concern I ever had with these tents is the fact that these titanium roll-up strips. I just do not like them. So what I did is I went out and bought a solid piece of chrome piping, stainless steel, whatever you want to call it, and fit it in the hole. Of course, it didn't quite fit in the hole, so what I did is I put a hose clamp around there, and I'm going to show that here in a minute. So here we are. This is the solid piece, and this is the hose clamp that keeps the pipe from sliding all the way down in the hole, because they're not quite the same. And I've slid this roll-up titanium strip thing pipe up into over top of the solid piece and put a hose clamp on it. You want to put it to the outside, that way the fumes don't go to the inside. But this is not a big stove by any stretch of imagination, but it will run you out of this tent. This is a Lux Twin Peak tent, and it is 16 feet long by about 8 feet wide, and there's plenty of room in it. It's kind of low, and I don't mind telling you, next year I'm looking to probably move to something else, because they say after 3 years I got holes burned in it, and I've patched up, seam sealed it, and everything else. So anybody want to recommend a good replacement tent, hot tent, yeah, emphasize hot tent, for it. Like I said, this is a Wild West, I guess you can see that, from Lux Tents. And I guess we can have that conversation about sucky customer service and everything else, but in the 3 so years that I've been into hot tenting, this is the only rig that I've used, so I really can't give you any information about other stoves, other products. And there's a number of other channels that have been doing this a lot longer than I have, hot tenting and all that. They could give you information on some other stoves, but this thing will run you out of here. You load it up with a little bit of wood, and it's good to go. You can cook on it, which you saw if you've watched this early part of the video. This particular stove, it comes with like a snow thing where it won't sink down into the snow when you start using it. I haven't had that problem. This is Southeast Virginia. Snows are kind of infrequent. It gets cold, but it doesn't really snow all that much. But maybe with this El Nino here, we might get something like that. But after 3 years, I'm pleased with this tent. I hear you, Bertie. You agree too? And it's done quite well. So I've heard a number of people talk about different companies' customer service, so I'm going to let each individual do their research and find out, what they feel about it and stuff like that. But I've been pleased with it's performed quite well. The stove, the tent. Like I said, I'm relatively short, but and I can't stand totally up in this Lux Twin Peak, and I think the next time I buy a tent, I'd like to get something that would at least allow me to stand up and walk around just a little bit. Not quite as young as I used to be. Matter of fact, I'll be 63 years old on Saturday, and getting down low and everything like that's not as easy as it used to be. Anyway, I thank everybody for your continued support and your questions about stoves and tents and everything else. So let us walk over and give you a little bit more of a look out on the stove here. Alright, this is the inside, obviously. It has a glass front, and here's your draft. Like I said, I'm not real pleased with these titanium roll-ups. I have had on at least one occasion where the wind would be blowing and the titanium pipe would just lift right out, and hence that's why I went with a solid piece that joins up with the hole in the stove. It's easy, put together, lightweight, has a nice little folding case. And that's about it. Alright, everybody. Hopefully this answers a few of your questions.